Hello, the Stockhead faithful. Great to be back with you again. This week I'll be talking about an Eastern Goldfields gold developer that's got a pretty impressive production profile ahead of it. First on markets, volatility continues. Obviously everyone's been watching the gold price with interest, trading well over 3,100 US an ounce and over 5,000 Aussie an ounce. The other big news has been copper after hitting recent highs of around 5.20 a pound. That's pulled back a little bit. On to our stock of the week this week, Rox Resources. The ticker is RXL. The stock had been languishing for a while in the teens and 20s, but the recent lift in the gold price up to 3,100 has given the stock a bit of a kickstart. That together with some management changes. Stephen Dennis is now chair. Ex-Westgold executive Phil Whiting as mining engineer has been installed as managing director, and they've got a pretty ambitious 35,000 metre program on foot. Now that's hitting key targets all on that Youanmi trend, including the prospect Youanmi, Main and Pollard, which they announced not long ago. Pretty impressive numbers: 5.7 at 10.9, 4.8 at 2.6. Youanmi, Main, getting assays up to 13.7 over 3 metres. So some pretty impressive numbers. I think there'll be a substantial reserve and resource upgrade. Current reserves are sitting around 540,000 ounces as part of a global resource of about 2.3. Current mine life of 7.7 years, producing 100,000 ounces a year. I think those numbers are going to change. I think the mine life will extend. I think the reserves increase significantly. The financial metrics were pretty good, released in July last year. NPVs around 540 million. Internal rates of return of about 49%. But that was based on an all-in sustaining cost of just under 1,700 and a gold price of 2,300. So I think with the gold price at 3,150, thereabouts, I think you'll see a substantial increase in those metrics. So I think plenty of news flow this year, more results from drilling along strike. The early dewatering is about to start. They're looking to re-access United North and Pollard declines later this year in the third quarter, with full production from underground in the second quarter of next year. The other stock way of getting exposure, which I did mention a few weeks ago, is Venus Metals. Venus holds about 56.5 million shares in Rox, and that's worth about 10.5 cents to Venus shareholders at the moment, and the stock's trading 11 cents. They also have the Youanmi royalty, which I valued at about 27 million or 14 cents a share. And they also have the Bell Chambers deposit, which is 720,000 ounces at 1.3 grams. There's potential to put that through the Youanmi plant at some point. So all up, we're coming up with a valuation of around about 62 million or 32 cents a share for Venus. So that's another attractive entry point. Anyway, that's all for me this week, and look forward to talking again next week.